Let's get that video clip out here, and then we'll return.
I've never served in the military or put my life on the line. I've never made a sacrifice for my country, but I know of those who have lost it all in the fight, and of the ones they left behind for my country. Makes me want to sing out loud with a voice that's free and proud for those who fell on blood-stained ground for my country. Wanna let the world know where I stand, that I believe in the heart of this great land, and that I pray God's guiding hand for my country. Turned on the news first thing this morning, and saw where 2 more soldiers died, so I could sleep in peace last night in my country. Makes me wanna sing out loud with a voice that's free and proud for those who fell on blood-stained ground for my country. Wanna let the world know where I stand, that I believe in the heart of this great land, and that I pray God's guiding hand for my country. makes me wanna sing out loud with a voice that's free and proud for those who fell on blood-stained ground for my country. Wanna let the world know where I stand, that I believe in the heart of this great land, and that I pray God's guiding hand for my country.
We will always remember. We will always be proud. We will always be prepared, so we may be always free.
Was some tremendous film footage, I'll tell you. I think our viewers certainly understand what the Wreaths Across America is all about. And really, you know, what December 11th here in the metro area, what it's all about. And so certainly now, I bet you there's a few folks out there who are thinking, hey, they want to help put those wreaths out, that this is something, they looked at their calendar and they said, December 11th in the morning, 11 o'clock, I'm not doing anything. I think I'd like to go do that. So tell us, Richard, exactly how can they get involved?
Well, I'd like to extend an invitation to everybody watching tonight to come and just be present at this ceremony at Fort Snelling on December 11th at 11 o'clock at the main flagpole area. The place to enter is gate number 2, and go in about a block or so and turn right, go south on Malin Road, which is a very broad roadway, and you can park on either side of the roadway. The flagpole's at the far end of that roadway on the south side of the cemetery, and just be there to participate. There'll probably be about 300 to 400 people there. That's how many there were last year. Several Gold Star families and many Blue Star families, and it's really a way of honoring especially those people for our current fallen soldiers since 9/11 who've gone to serve in Iraq and Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. We will have wreaths there. Some people may want to sponsor a wreath between now and then, and we can try and make that happen, although time is getting pretty short. As you can imagine, it'd be quite a challenge to ship from Harrington and get them here by then. But as I say, there's a contact number there. It'll be up on your screen, and please give me a call or write to me, and we can explain how to do that. But primarily just your presence, I think, is most important. And so I would invite you and people that you know, friends that you know who might have a similar interest, to be there Saturday morning. And dress warm.
That's right, exactly. Now, of course, you know, you had just sent out a press release to the Pioneer Press as well. And that, you know, I hope that the Pioneer Press, I hope that they publish the press release so that people are aware of it, because, you know, we try to cover things in the public access here that aren't covered in the mainstream media, but for, you know, for once, let's hope the mainstream media steps up to the plate and publicizes such an event as this, because I think even especially in light, I think especially in light of the fact that it's been determined that the pullout from Afghanistan won't be now till 2014, that we as citizens back home, that we have to be even more thoughtful about the sacrifice that is being given by our young people in other countries. And it's not that anybody's coming home anytime soon. So I think this is an opportunity to really thank everybody who has given their sacrifice, and even the families who have sacrificed as well, because obviously the young men and women who have given up their lives or who have given up a limb or their time, their life, the time, time with their family. That's a sacrifice, but certainly it's a sacrifice for their families as well. So anyway, now one of the things that, of course, we have on the screen, and I'm looking up there, we've got, Richard, we've got your email address, and so, of course, people can send you an email. We also, of course, on another screen, we have your phone number. So for those folks who don't have email, they can give you a call. And so we wanted to make sure that that number didn't get confused with the call-in number. And so that's why we have it on two different screens there. So, of course, the call-in number for calls this evening is the 426-8040 number. And then the call number on the other screen, that's Richard's number, so you can call him directly. Leave a message if you have other questions of how you can get involved or anything else, too, about the program. Now, with regard to the Wreaths Across America, this is something that, of course, that the Civil Air Patrol then, they're helping to sponsor this, correct? And are they the main organization that is coordinating all the other organizations for this event?
They're certainly one of them. The reason that Civil Air Patrol is tasked with this nationally for our organization is because in Maine and going down to Arlington in the beginning, Civil Air Patrol was involved with that. And being a national organization in place, it was easy to begin the national program through Civil Air Patrol. At Arlington, there are also Boy Scouts that are involved there. And I think you noticed on the footage there were some younger kids that were under maybe 10 years old or around that age. They had red hats on. They're called the Red Caps.
Oh, I see.
That's a separate group also that's at Arlington that helps place the wreaths. Here in the Twin Cities, we will have some Boy Scouts groups there this year. And we haven't established a red cap group yet, but primarily this program is being put on by Minnesota Wing Civil Air Patrol at this time. And we're trying to, it would be my view anyway, to try and include as many organizations in this process as possible. It's just a matter of getting the word out to them.
Right, exactly.
And then having them participate by coming that day, having wreaths there so that we can place them on the grave sites, and even some that we can do grave specific. Last year I did about 10 or 12 people would call from northern Minnesota or something that would or out of state. I had somebody call me from Montana the other day whose parents are buried there. And normally we don't do grave specific because it would really be a challenge. But this year I'm about at 9 right now, and that's not a challenge at all. So we're able to do that for folks that might be away from the Twin Cities.
And approximately how many wreaths do you think are going to be placed on December 11th?
Last year we placed 900 wreaths.
Wow.
When we started out 4 years ago, we started with 6. So it's grown to that, and every year it seems like it doubles. So I really don't know because there are so many groups that are working this. I won't know until the shipment comes in.
Oh, I see.
Last year we had a semi come in, an 18-wheeler, that had 50 boxes of wreaths, half of his load that we unloaded at Fort Snelling, and then he was going on up into North Dakota with the rest of them. So I'm anticipating at least that many again this year. There are also local vendors who contribute wreaths, donate wreaths, Evergreen Nurseries in Inver Groves Heights, Noller Wagner's greenhouses over in off of Lindale, I believe it is, Gerton's, Bachman's, Mickman Brothers up in Ham Lake. So there really is a tremendous outreach by the people once they realize what the program is and what we're doing.
Exactly.
Which is really gratifying.
Right. And so those are the various different nurseries or floral outlets that it sounds like they donate
Local Minnesota vendors that donate and support the program.
And then are these different people in these other organizations, and do they donate money for the other wreaths that are coming in that are being shipped into Minnesota, or how does that work? You mentioned something earlier kind of about sponsorship, and so I wasn't quite sure exactly how that all played out.
A person can go onto the national website for Wreaths Across America and sponsor a wreath there.